as you can hear, it's raining. Pretty good rain now.
Raise your voice to the sky, sing if you're free. Underneath the mighty trees is where we long to be. In the whisper of leaves, in the rustle of the breeze, we find our soul released out in the wild, wild free.
Good morning, everybody. Late start this morning. Jerod and Colton are back out this way, and he is blind. I just heard him throw out a call, but I haven't threw one out yet. Yes, it's a late start. It's almost 9:30, and they're calling for rain, and it's been drizzling since 6:30 this morning, on and off. There's a chance of thunderstorms about noon, and wasn't sure if we was going to go or not. I had issues with my truck. The wrench came on, check engine light come on, and I had to put it in the shop this week. You know, this is Saturday, April the 25th. And I still have to take it to a Ford dealership, but I got new brakes and rotors, calipers on the front. I was in dire need of that. But I was getting code P720, P722, which is a speed sensor in the transmission, which there's a recall for 2013 F-150s and Mustangs on that. So I had to call Ford customer service, got a code from them to take to the dealership, because it has to be done at a Ford dealership. So I didn't know if I was going to get to go hunting today or not, because when that wrench pops up, your speedometer goes to 0. You're still moving, but you're in what they call limp mode. So I brought it with me today, and it did pop up. I had to pull off the side of the road, turn it off, pull the key out, let it sit for about a minute or two, start it up, and then it's fine for a little while. I made it all the way down here and didn't come back on. So it's hard to tell how long we'll be out here, but I'm going to get the camera turned around. I'm going to get the call out. I'm going to throw out some calls myself and see what happens. This is just the first week. This makes my third hunt. This is Jerod's first hunt. Like I said, he's got Colton with him. So I'm hoping there's some excitement for them. So stay with us. Okay, that's all the calling I'm going to do for right now, because I know Jerod's going to call. Don't want to get too much calling going on. But from what we've seen, me and Jerod were discussing, they ended up walking in before we split up. These turkeys down here, they have a pattern. And it may be close to 11, 12, even 1 o'clock before they're over in here. Even last year, whenever I was on up that way with my blind over on that other hillside, they come in. Well, when I went in that morning at dark, They were roosted up on top of that ridge up there. And I got in the blind, they were still roosted. I didn't spook them off. Throw out a call. They gobbled the fathers on the roost. And then when they come off the roost, they didn't come down into here. They went out the ridge and on up the holler that's to my right, and then made it back here around 11:30, and it was 12:30-ish when me and Jerod doubled. So we know what to do. My camera still confirms that. My trail camera that I've got set up there still shows that, even now. So we'll just see what happens. Boy, those crows are sure carrying on. Well, on that real short clip right there, my friendly neighborhood squirrel was back in here. He was on that stump. By the time I got the camera on him, he ended up deciding to run off. But if you can hear, it started raining again. It's 10:30. And then here an hour, and that's twice. Now I've tried to rain. This time it's a little heavier. I can't check the weather up here where I'm at. I have one bar LTE and it goes in and out. The first signs of heavy downpour or thunder, I know we're out of here. This is the view from inside the blind. I don't have the decoys out today. There's the decoys. But the rain has kind of slacked up now. But haven't heard any gobblers. And I've seen on social media a lot of people saying the same thing. They hear them on the roost, and when they hit the ground, they're silent. But I bet you could come down here 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, throw out a call, and you'll probably hear them. Haven't tried it, but I bet you do. Hear a dog way off that way. About 10:45. Rain slacked up. two deer come here on my left. One of them, I think, seen me move because I was taking some pictures with my SLR camera. And I got some pictures of it. I'll include them up here so you can see them. And they were going across. Like I said, that one seen me, went back up the hill. You see it in the video. Went back up the hill, stopped. The other one stood right out here in front of me. And it turned, started walking. And then Jerod started calling, and they went up. There's an old roadway right here, and they started looking back that way where Jerod's at. Heard that call. And I don't know where they went to. They're gone now. But that was exciting. And like I said, I've had the squirrels for entertainment, and it's been fun watching them. I've gotten some video, and I know you guys are getting tired of that stuff. You want to see turkeys, but turkeys aren't cooperating. It is almost 11. Starting that rain again. It stopped for a little bit. But I'm going to throw out a call. I know Jerod's, he's back here. He's back this way. His back's to me, my back's to him. We're probably a good 200 yards, 300 yards apart, maybe. And he's got Colton with him. And Colton's not hunting, but he's out here with his daddy. He's seen what turkey hunting's about. And that's it. Even if they don't get to hunt, even if they don't have a gun, take them. Let them sit with you. Yeah, you're trying to be quiet and everything, and you know how kids are. Let me make sure I get this right. He's 9, I think. 8 or 9. I think he's 9. But just take them. Even if it's only for an hour or two. Get them out in the woods. Get them off those iPads and game systems and TV, whatever. Get them out. Get them off the electronics. Now, I know nothing wrong. Some people take their kids and let them bring their Nintendo Switch or whatever they may have with them to keep them entertained. And sometimes you have to do that. But get them out in the woods. I'm going to use my run and gun pot call this time. I've switched several different calls. About all I'm going to do right now. Been doing that like I said, previous videos, about every 30, 45 minutes, maybe. But nothing's answering. Nothing. But getting back to taking the kids out. Take them out. Get them outside. I mean, I could have easily just stayed home today, knowing this rain was going to come. But I'd rather be here, even though my truck has still got issues. I have to get it to the Ford dealership for that speed control sensor. I still came. I could have used that as an excuse. Yeah, and I could have used the wife's Honda Pilot and came down here. But I could have used that as an excuse to stay home. But no, I wanted to be out here. Now, sometimes there's things I have to do and I can't come. But I knew Jerod wanted to take Colton today. We had talked at Colton's baseball game, how early are you going to go? He said, not early. He said, probably, the way he made it sound, probably at the crack of daylight. But it's just getting out here. Doesn't matter what time of the day. I mean, last year when we killed those two within seconds of each other, we could have not come in till 11 o'clock and got it done. So it doesn't matter what time you get out in the woods. Yeah, there might be, I don't know what to say. Just get out and hunt. If you slept in late, get up, get dressed, get your weapon of choice, and go hunt. Just because you missed 30 minutes before sunrise or 30 minutes before daylight, don't say, I'm not going to go hunting. I missed it. Doesn't matter. You never know when any of these animals, deer, turkeys, squirrels, are going to show up. Yeah, there might be optimum times, but just get out and hunt. Don't use excuses. I wanted to get there an hour before daylight. Don't worry about it. Go. Okay, turn the camera back around this way. And I'm watching down through there. I have to look through the blind. That's what I love about this 270 blind. Is I can see stuff walking up this way. Of course, I got the window open here in the front. This window here is pretty much closed off, except for this corner right here. Must have been a squirrel making barking noise. But let me get the camera turned back around. I'm gonna shut up. You guys get tired of hearing me talk. Well, it's 11:30 now, and as you can hear, it's raining. Pretty good rain now. My pot call's even getting a little sprinkles. That's the one bad thing about the 270s and the 360 blinds is it protects you if you're in the dead center. But droplets of water still get in. I don't know if I can show you this in the camera, but you should be able to see the speckles. And it's not even against the wall. It's just sitting on my hunting vest, which is against the wall, but the front of the vest is not quite center, but you're still getting water on that slate. But I'm not getting wet. Now it may slack up, I don't know. But we got an hour and a half. I don't know if Jerod's going to stay out here with Colton that long or not. And he probably won't come and tell me he's leaving. Sounds like I can still hear him calling over there. If that's him. Could be. Yeah. So we'll just stick it out a little longer. See what happens. Well, I just threw out another round of calls. Some purrs, some clucks. And the rain has let up. It's 12:30, like I said. Probably going to stay another 15 minutes and I'm going to call it quits. I haven't seen nothing but the squirrels and 2 deer. Birds are all singing, of course, I know you hear them. But I haven't heard a hen, haven't heard a gobbler, or nothing. But it's been fun. Rain slacked up and pretty much quit. It's just rain falling out of the trees now. Where the leaves got wet. I don't know if Jerod and Colton's still in here or not. Thought I heard them call probably about 15-20 minutes before I did. But, I do want to say congratulations to all my buddies on social media here in West Virginia that's already gotten their bird. I'm not going to name names. I belong to the run and gun call group that Newman Brown has set up on Facebook, and I know several of those guys have gotten them, and some have been like me. Don't hear them. Come down off the roost, they go quiet. But may have better luck here in the next couple weeks. It was a little cool this morning, it was about 50, 51. I don't know what the temperature is now. But Like I said, I'll probably stay in here for another 15 minutes, about 1:45, and I'll head out. Well, it's 1:45. Nothing. Not a peep, not a cluck, not a gobble. Nothing. Birds are singing. Squirrels chasing each other, making all kinds of racket. Even if the ground being wet, whenever they're chasing each other, they really make a noise, and they're barking, whistle, whatever they do when they're chasing each other. Haven't seen no movement over on the hillside out in front. But what a great day it's been just to be out here, not cooped up in the house. Do have things I need to do. Of course, with this rain, it's kind of hard to change oil on your riding mower. Wife wants to go to Lowe's and get some topsoil or whatever to put around her fire garden. But at least there was no thunderstorms. So I'm going to get the gear put together, put this camera away. And I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. We really do appreciate it. And if you're turkey hunting, tell me how things have been going. Have you heard them on the roost and get quiet when they hit the ground? Or are they answering your calls? And what do you like to use? Do you like to use slate call, mouth call, box call, wing bone? I don't know if very many use wing bone, but I know Newman can make them. I actually have one that Louisa made me, 3D printed, and it works pretty good, or sounds good, I'll put it that way. I didn't bring it with me, I should have, just to give it a try. I might do that on my next outing. But I'm going to wrap it up. Appreciate you again for watching. And if you made it this far, like I said, I got some questions. Tell me how it's going for you and what kind of calls you like to use. And with that, we'll see you in the woods. Thanks for watching.
Raise your